as well. So if you're on YouTube or Facebook and you want to get in on the auction tonight, you can scan that QR code and sign up. If you sign up with my referral link, you'll get $15 credit for the show. Got a ton of stuff tonight. Don't have a ton of rare stuff. So we're going to run deals. Everything starts at $1. I've got some stuff we're going to run first thing too. I've got some tungsten weights. I think these are all either Strike King or Picasso. I got green pumpkin and black, so I'll put five or six pieces in each one of these. We'll start these $1. If you know the price of tungsten, whatever. So I got a few spoons and stuff, but basically what I'm gonna do tonight, I'm gonna run a box. I gotta get this stuff going. So like this is a box of all Spro crankbaits. We'll run that box. And like this box, I got DD22s, DD14s. We'll run that. So if you make a request for a bait, I appreciate that, but we'll try to run a box of that style bait. What's up, Brad? Go Big Orange, buddy. So anyway, also if you're a first time buyer, I try to throw in a free bait with your order as well. We're going to start it off tonight with a little giveaway. I always do a little giveaway, something off the 6 cents wall. Let's throw up this slice blade bait for the first winner here. I'm getting down to very few of these. I probably don't need to give that many away anymore. But we'll give away a slice blade bait follower giveaway number one. So you gotta be following me here. Get involved. Uh, got you right here. So man, mosquitoes are bad in the bait room. So luckily it's not real hot anymore. I am gonna run some bladed jigs and stuff. And so we'll put some of that stuff together eventually. So first thing here, here's a pack. There's uh let's see. There's 6 half ounce. I believe they're half. They could be heavier. I don't have a scale. Um can I run bundles to save on shipping? No soft plastic dice. Yeah, I'll run some like two baits or whatnot. Uh I got a bunch of red eye shads and stuff. I'll do some 2 for 1s and whatnot. I have not figured out. I actually Ott Defoe thinks Al Doss made those, and if Ott says it, I'm gonna. But if you're not sure, like if your first bait will probably cost $4 or $5 shipping, and then until you get enough stuff that it gets over the wait for priority mail, it's on like 10 to 15 cents a bait. So I ship it all together. So, but all right, here's our first deal. This is some tungsten weight. I believe there's half ounce. There's one, two, three, 6 tungsten flipping weights in here. Um, Someone like 6 cents. Actually, this somebody is sponsored by 6 cents, so works out pretty good for me. All right, here we go. First item of the night: 6 half ounce black tungsten weight. We're gonna do 10 seconds sudden death tonight. Here we go. 10 seconds sudden death. Tungsten weight, half ounce, black. That someone is me and you both. Yeah, I didn't know you were on team 6. That's awful. $10. Thank you, Clay. Write that down. I'm gonna get Neely. I do not sell any 6 cents. I will occasionally give away. If you'd like me to add some panoramas to the giveaway, I could. All right, here we go. Here's some half ounce green pumpkin flipping weights. I think there's 5. I'll go back and see if I got another one to make it 6. Here we go. 10 seconds, sudden death. Half ounce green pumpkin flipping weights. Tungsten. Well, I tell you what, freshwater tactical. I've got some. And I will run the next follower giveaway. I'll do for some small panoramas. How about that? So I usually don't sell any of this 6 cent stuff because I get it on my pro staff order. They send it to me, and it wouldn't be right for me to be selling the stuff I get with my pro staff credit. However, I do give some of it away. Yeah, that catwalk in the back. This ain't a catwalk because this right here is an OG lunker punker. But that catwalk right here, I just ordered some more because I love this. How about I not do that? So the best way to fish a panorama, honestly, for me, is on a drop shot or a free rig. Now I know Josh Jones puts it on the axle head. But, all right, giveaway. We got a minute. All right, here's some half-ounce tungsten barrel weights. I use these a lot for Carolina rigging because they're more compact. These do got an insert in them. There's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 of these in this little bag. We'll run those. Here we go. Started at $1. Y'all got 10 seconds. We're going to try to run a lot of baits tonight, so we're going to do 10 seconds sudden death. Mountain bass are good deal there. Like I said, I don't sell drugs, so I don't have any like a weed scale hanging around, which I should, just for weighing baits. All right, here's some more half-ounce black flipping weights. There's one, two, three, four, five, six half-ounce flipping weights. Tungsten. Might be a little water in the bag. I cleaned them up. They're in a dirty box. Here we go. Yes, Matthew, we'll have some perch-looking baits. Thank you, Kyle. Our first box of baits will all be Spro Little John crankbaits. Just so you guys know. All right, giveaway winner. First giveaway. 71 people in here. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. It is going to be S. Oliver. Thank you, S. Oliver. You got your 6-cent slice bait. If we get up over 100 tonight, last time I gave away a mega bass, I'll tell you what, we get over 100, I'll pick a boss of bait to give away. How about that? I have not, Caleb. I just got a pack in the mail in the 6 cents box, and it's pretty cool. It's thinner than a fluke. I might go grab it and show you guys here in a minute. Show you the Shindo. All right, last pack of tungsten weights I got tonight. I've got some 3/8 ounce, which is what I use all the time on a big worm. There's one, two, there's six 3-ounce, 3/8 ounce green pumpkin tungsten weights. Here we go. I'll be honest, I use straight up black most of the time. Goodness, guys, thank you so much. If it's your first time purchase, I'll send a free bait in. Heck, I might even send you some more tungsten weights, Greg. I appreciate that. Any 3/16? I do. I just did not have time to put a bunch of bag. If you'll check with me next week, I'll have some more to this box. I had to clean a bunch of stuff up. So, all right, let's get into the hard baits. This is a box of Spro, and we got some great colors in here. Let's start it out here. Little John, MD, citrus, great color for the summer, great color for the fall. This one's in pretty good shape. 10 seconds, sudden death. Here we go. I'm going to try to run a lot of baits tonight and be quick with it. Thank you, Nico. Let's see. Next color I'm going to run is Spooky Shad. I've got some spring crawls in here too, by the way. Next box will be DD22s. Any 1 to 2 ounce punching weight. I'll look, Kyle. I think there is some 1 ounce weights in there. I know there's some 3/4. All right. Here we go. I think this is their version of Sexy Shad. Maybe they call it Nasty Shad. It's been tied on, but man, it's actually like perfect. Here we go. And these have these are the old ones that have got that rubber tungsten in there. The new ones are different. Oh, I can get some bladed jigs. Eric, I don't have any jackhammers. I'm working on getting some stuff lined up for a show in a few weeks, getting some JDM jackhammers. Can I see the 6 inch well behind you? Yeah, just a second. I like to move pretty fast with my auctions. Which color, which one, the big one or the small one? Again, I don't sell the 6 cent stuff. I'm on their pro staff. All right, here we go. Little John MD. What I'm going to run right now is MDs. This is the Kentucky Lake Killer in the spring. I do got some floater spoons. I'll go grab the spoon box here in just a minute. All right, here we go. Spring Crawl, Little John MD. This is like one of my all-time favorite Spro crankbaits right here. The ones in my box aren't this clean. The backs are all teeth marked up. Thank you, Nico. I'm trying to move fast, guys. 10 seconds sudden death. All right, how about another spring crawl? Here's a spring crawl and the regular. Little John. This is the little one with the circuit bill. This bait was actually made. This was based on a bait named by. Um, it's called the Baby Pig. Uh, yep. And John has a video about it. And that Baby Pig, dude, that's a $300 balsa bait now. And there's a guy in Eastern Kentucky that made the Baby Pig. And Norm Coulter makes a really good version of it too. But Little John 50, computer board bill, spring crawl. Let's go. I like to give a little bait history too when I'm out here selling. And then I've got a little Fat John. Thank you, Nico. Any frogs? I don't have any tonight. I'm selling all this for a buddy. There just wasn't really any frogs that I found. Um, Maybe I overlooked a box, but I never found any. Let's see who's paying attention real in just a second. I like the Evo. It's a pretty good bait, Eric. I agree. And I need to get down there and see. I've been stupid. All right, here's a Little John 50 Fat John in spring crawl. Now this one goes 1 to 3 feet. I like this in the spring or the fall when those bass get extra shallow. Places you throw a -1. This is a really good alternative to it. Here we go. Fat John. Spring crawl. And I really like John Cruz, by the way. Thank you, Gravy. I'm going to try to reach out to him right after the elites and have a fall cranking stream with John Cruz. If you guys didn't join into my YouTube channel last night, I had an awesome, one of the best streams I've ever had with Josh Platties from Clutch Swimbait Company. If you go to the very end, he also drops a little hint of when the next Clutch Swimbait drop is going to be. But we went over every bait he makes, went over lots of swim bait techniques, all kinds of stuff. Josh is a really good dude. All right. How about another spring crawl? This one's like brand new. Here we go. This is the one with computer board bill, just a straight up Little John. And then I'm going to run some red ones. Got some red ones to run too. And new purchase SRT member 104. Thank you so much. You will get a free bait with your purchase. I'm getting close to throwing packs of soft plastics in there. I've got so many soft plastics we want to move. What is some soft plastics you guys are looking for here on Whatnot? I may can get some JDM stuff. I might have some Sakamata shads I can get. I know Jack will drift fries, a few other things. Um, I'm not huge into the JDM, but Gee Crack, okay. I'll see what I can do there. What I don't sell 6 cents, Tow Truck Willie. I don't sell 6 cents. All this stuff is from my pro staff deal with 6 cents. They allot me X amount a year and I hang it up. And what's not hanging here is in my boat. It's literally overgrown everywhere. But I do give some away. You just want to see it to take a picture. Why are you gonna take a picture? All right. So here you go. Here's the 4.5 inch well. I love this one. I throw the 4.5 inch well a lot. Me and Frost and Austin have done some videos on this. And then here's the 6 inch back here. I do throw the 6, and I put this on a beast hook and I slow roll it. Like I actually fish this one pretty shallow. Old Walmart FLW plastic. Ooh, yeah. That is good stuff. Strike King poured that for him. 7-inch trick shad and gizzard. Hell yeah, bud. Good bait. All right, let's run some more spros. There you go. Blood Crawl. Spro Little John. This one needs cleaned up a little bit. It's all right, though. Let's run it. Blood Crawl. Great for the spring. I can tell you this guy that had all this stuff, he loved reds and yellows. Can't find anyone have those style is why I want to get a photo of it. 6centsfishing.com has the whale. You can use my discount code Baitman and save money. I'm an advocate for not knocking people off. So if I just showed you a bait so you can go make a mold of it, I don't advocate for that. But do what you want to. The key to the well is the consistency of the plastic. It's a little bit different. All right. Let's see. Here's another. I believe this one's, I don't know if it's fire crawl. I know it's red crawl. Somebody's got a snap on it. Here we go. I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's do a 2-for-1 right here. 2 of these Little John MDs, red crawl. I like it on slow retrieve. Go a little 2-for-1 here. 10 seconds on it. Thank you, DT. Man, these mosquitoes, if you see me scratching my leg, they're absolutely whooping my ass tonight. We'll have plenty of double the fun tonight as well. I've got to move some stuff. How about this? Speak about a double. How about a blood crawl? And this one's like brand new. Red crawl. We got blood crawl and red crawl. 2 great ones and the regular Little John with the circuit bill. We are getting a cool front, man. It feels good. All right, here we go. There's 2 of them. 10 seconds. Thank you. Thank you, Bailey Bass. All right. We're about done with this Spro box. Let's see if you guys are paying attention real quick. Let's see if you guys are paying attention. Don't be sleeping. Yeah, dude, I've got to get one up. All right, check this out. Violent Panda Provoke 106X. They don't quit making this one. Here you go. We're running it for $1. No hooks on it. I found this the other day. Violent Panda Provoke 106. You have to put your own hooks on. Thank you, DT. That ain't one of mine. That was one I found in a box. It's got a little hook rash on it. That's a good color too, by the way. Wish they would keep making that one. I'll be honest. I catch as many fish on a Provoke as I do a Mega Bass Vision 110. It's a little wider body. Got a little bit more roll to it. Good bait, man. It's a really good one. All right. We'll do 2 more spring crawl Little Johns, and this will be the last I've got. This one's got some teeth marks on it. This is like the ones in my box. This one has caught a lot of fish. And then we got a Little John MD. So an MD and then the regular Little John. Here we go. 2-for-1. Yeah, for the money you can't beat it. This one is a guaranteed fish catcher.
Can I say hi real quick?
Hunter made a first purchase. I tell you what, Hunter, you're going to get a free book. Yeah, Bateman Jr. wants to come say hi. Come on, Junior. Thank you for the first purchase. All right, guys, we got a guest. We've got a guest. Check out this guy. There's Bateman Jr. He kind of looking like John B. What's with this hair?
Hmm.
You stink. You need to go take a shower. Yeah, I know you're playing football. You stink. He is starting cornerback and slot receiver, but he's going to have to start on that deodorant. All right, and box is pretty much done. All right, guys, how about some deep divers? Some old school deep divers in here. 75, 74 people in here. Thank you. We get over 100, I'll give away a boss bait. Let's see. Here we go. There's a nice old school Norman DD 22. Dude, that jersey is awful, but we got that fixed. I forgot. I think they call this brown black sparkle. I could go get my Norman. I got a Norman. Oh, check it out. Now I'll tell you exactly what color it is with the Norman color list. That color is number 124, brown khaki orange. Here we go. I hear you, Tyler. Start at $1.10 off the Norman cheat sheet. DD22. You guys, I don't know if you guys know this, and I found this out last week. Thank you, Sean Bailey. The old Bill Norman crate baits until Pradco bought them out or made a butyrate. You know why butyrate is popular? It's the same material that the old vintage wiggle warts are made out of. I did not know that. That was new to bait man. I had a sneaky suspicion. But the DD22s, little ends, deep little ends, they were made of butyrate until Pradco bought them. And I think they still make the 22s in butyrate. All right. Here's a good one. All right, here we go. Let's get the cheat sheet out. I believe this is Tennessee Shad Glitter. Beautiful color. This is one I have caught a lot of fish on. So let's get the old cheat sheet out here and see if I can find her. That is not Chartreuse Black Red Throat. The cheat sheet says this is Tennessee Shad. Love the cheat sheet. Pretty much, Nico. All right, here we go. 10 seconds. And these have probably been thrown, but they're not trash. Obviously, the paint jobs hold up. And Bailey, you guys sniping each other tonight. So I'm going to be on a while. So if there's anything you're looking for, right now I'm going to run some Norman's deep divers. Run this box out. If there's anything you're looking for, check back in. If you don't want to stay the whole time, if you just want to shoot the crap with us, because I do talk about stuff. Before the professional package come out, I think it was 1993, something like that. This cheat sheet was from 2006. Because there's a couple colors on here that were designed by a guy here on Kentucky Lake. This gold dust color right here, that was based off of Shad Rap. And this color, um, they're tough to find. They were made by a guy here on Kentucky Lake. Al Fisher was the painter. And I'm doing a baitography on Norman lures. I've got to record the voiceover tonight, Kyle. That'll be one of the next videos I upload to YouTube. It's going to take me a couple days to edit it, but I've been wanting to do a baitography series. And if everybody likes the video and shares it, if it goes good, I will do a baitography every month. They take a while to do. All right, here we go. I think this one might be custom painted. A pearl blueback DD22 because I do not see it on the color chart at all. Definitely one that's been custom painted. They did a pretty good job. Here we go. Who are some good custom bait makers still making baits? Cliff Pace. What kind of bundles are you wanting, Christian? Like more than one bait? Because I've definitely done some of that. Like Cliff Pace is a great builder. Um, Phil Hunt. There's a lot of guys in Woodbait Nation. I always like Jimmy Etter. He doesn't make baits anymore. Craig Powers. Marty Burns is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I'll run some 2-for-1s. I get some other stuff. I got a ton of rappels. I'm going to do like 2 and 3 a piece. All right, here we go. Here's another DD22. I tell you what, we'll do these two paired up. Here's two DD22s. We'll do a pair. So this one right here, we'll get the cheat sheet. This is, got to find it. This is just a crawdad color. I think they call this spring crawdad. Actually, I have to go over here to where it doesn't have flake in it. Yeah, GR spring crawdad, greenback spring crawdad, and then we've got this one right here. This is a 2-for-1. This is kind of a chrome Tennessee shed. Can I run my hat? No, no. Here we go. Here's a little duel. 2-for-1. 10 seconds. I got some more Zell Rolling signature spooks, Vince. I'll be selling a few of them. I sold the baby bass one. Thank you, Hunter. Appreciate it. Uh-oh. I'm running out of bags. We'll be all right. I got 100 of them left. What do you mean this hat don't fit me? It fits me fine, dog. That fits me good. Looking like Joey Swole up in this. And I ain't apologizing for nothing. Any older Lucky Strike Series 2? Actually, I may do, WV. I may do. I may have some. All right. I'll put it up here for 50. 50 bucks. Do I have any top water lures for bass tonight? I'm probably not going to have any top water. Next week, I'm going to have some ploppers and buzz baits and tons of old school top waters. I will have Zell Rolling poppers, Zell Rolling spooks, whopper ploppers, wake baits, all kinds of stuff. Next Saturday is going to be a really big one. All right, let's clear this box of DD22s out here. Here we go. Two great colors, 2-for-1. We're going to have to clean the bill on this guy. Oh, Texas Shad, one of my all-time favorites. And then we got a Pearl Chartreuse Blackback. These have been in a box. They got dirt on them. The hooks are good. Here we go. 10 seconds. 2DD22 old schools. Great fish catching colors right here. Whoop. The old gel coat series. Hunter, appreciate it. You're going to get, if I got any more bags there. Yeah. I'm going to have to open a new box of bags. That was the deal. We're running. Hey, you know what are badass? These 6 cent scissors. They got two versions. These are the gray handles. They're super super sharp. They fit you really good. Uh, they got a bottle opener on there. They're nice. Now they don't have the little tuning stuff that the high end ones, but I really like these scissors, so I've been using them quite a bit. All right, I got to get going so we can get to more goods tonight. I'll probably run till about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Any Arbogast mud bugs? Do not have any, bud. Most of this stuff is going to be late 90s to current. I mean, why not? Yeah, I don't drink, but sometimes I'll get me one of them old school Coca Colas, you know. Uh, Last two DD22s I've got red black back. And what's it actually called? Red black. And then I got this guy right here. It's missing the hook on the back. This is a really popular one. I think it's called white green back. Let me find it here. It's a beautiful color. Yeah, white green fleck. Yes, there is a deep little N. I need to clean up. Here we go. 2-for-1 right here. 2D22s. Red, black, white, green back. You'll need a hook for one of these. You will have to put a hook on. Dude, I love DD22s. Hey, we got Francis making his first purchase. You will get a free bait in your package. And I appreciate that. I actually got a bunch of rattle traps tonight. I've got a root beer chartreuse rattle trap. You do not see that every day because I had rattle trap make 4 dozen root beer chartreuse rattle traps for a store I work for, and then I left, and I don't think they ever reordered. So that, so check this. This one's a suspend, by the way. Should have made that. I just ordered a bunch of shipping supplies, guys. So little white boxes will be everywhere. All right, I'm done with this box. Hey Brooks, come here. I'm gonna put Batman Jr. in work. I wish I had some Excaliburs. I got a bunch of Booyah one knockers. Y'all ready for some Rapalas? What do I think about the 2026 lit schedule? Love it. Put that with the empty boxes over there. All right, let's run some Rapalas, guys. I have a ton of these things. Actually, I got a deep little end right here. Let's run this deep little end. Let's see if this dirt comes off. I don't have to clean that up to run it. I'm not going to run it when that dirty. All right, man, I got a lot of Rapala shad wraps. But first, here's some Spros. Here we go. Here's a couple Fat Papa 55s. I got two colors, mellow yellow and chartreuse blue scale. Fat Papa 55. You never thrown this? You like a maybe a Series 3 or a Bandit 300? This is a really good bait. It's got a little bit wider wobble. Yeah, I don't have any 1 minus. Here we go. 2 for 1. 2 Spro Fat Papa 55s. I love the mellow yellow color. Good hooks on these things too. Thank you, Tyler. All right, I gotta do some stuff on my YouTube channel. What's up, Martin? And if you guys become a member, I'm doing streams once a week again. I'm gonna start uploading some more videos. If you guys become a member, I'm gonna put out a secret whatnot discount code, so you guys can save some money for being a member of my YouTube channel. Remind me, I'll get that done this week. I'll let you guys know when that's live. I hang on to them when they're those ultra rare colors. Wes sent me a DM, and I hate to put him on the spot. He literally bought one of the rarest baby 1 minus colors I've ever seen, and here on whatnot, I think. And it's so cheap. I think you just don't see many purple tigers. Like that was a nasty, nasty one. All right, Rapalas. Okay, I'm gonna run these in pairs. Here's two. I think these are Storm actually. I don't know what model. They're like look like tail dancers. These are two Storm Wild Eye. Here we go. You guys like musky bait stuff like that? We'll run. There's two of these. Any flats or discontinued Rapala? No, not tonight. Maybe. I got a lot of. Hey, look here. First purchase hit 2 for $1. Appreciate it. Throw you a free bait in there too. Here you go. A little mini rebel. I'll put it in there for your free bait. Jeez. Right now, I don't have any DT flats I'd sell. Everything is pretty much in my go-to box. Like, I'm not going to sell any more of them. Any pointers or spooks? No, I may have some jerk baits. I'm trying to go through box. If y'all aren't going crazy on the Rapalas, then I may move on. I've got a ton of jointed shad wraps. A ton. I'm gonna bust some out right now. I love the jointed shad wrap. Let's see. A bunch of good colors in this too, by the way. I'm gonna sell these individually, and then I might do some pair offs. All right. Brown crawdad. This is a jointed shad wrap number 7. Here we go. 10 seconds. Jointed shad wrap, brown crawdad. This is a great bait in the spring that a lot of people sleep on. It casts really good. Thank you, Brad. They cast really good, and they catch fish. I've got my butt absolutely torn up by those things. Does the split ring or lack of change the action on a joint? Uh, they got split rings on here. I've never changed one out though. Been looking for a baby -1 and tiger, man. I had a bunch. I had a bunch at one time. I do not have any right now, unfortunately. I've got a Gunnersville shad, but oh, men at the tie point. I would add a split ring to be honest with you. All right, here's a great color. Stuck on my scissors. Somebody here? Oh, okay. Red Craw jointed shad wrap number 7. This one is mint. This one has whipped my butt. This exact one. Here we go. 73 people. Thank you so much, guys. If y'all have any bait questions too, um, I might run that Gunnersville shad next week. Might do it. Thank you, Nico. I hate to run stuff that I don't have a second of. Like, I'm sure Jess understands some of these baits are just hard to get. And when you find one, for example, like the Missouri Crawl Wigglewort I've got, you just don't find that one every day. And it's not like one that you might find every now and then. Like, you just don't find it. So, all right, here's a really cool jointed shad wrap chartreuse black with a red lip. I know a lot of guys want these red lip shad wraps. Good color there. Good dirty water. So one place I lack is knowing my Rapalas other than the DT, what's rare and what's not. Hey, Miss Sears, first purchase, I'm gonna send you free bait. You know what? Let's send you another Rapala. Tell you what, I'll send you another Rapala with that purchase. Put you a little Shad Rat 5 with a bleeding hook in there. Thank you so much. What's up, kid? We are selling baits, my friend. We need to go fishing really soon. I gotta get my boat fixed. I gotta get me a slice of that 20 grand that you and Defew don't win. We should make a pact. Me, you, Defew, and the guy I'm fishing with. If any of us wins the Jetta, we all split it. Well, I just haven't had time, honestly. My charger just arrived. It's supposed to arrive tomorrow. We'll see. Oh yeah, I still got the Triton. Here we go. Red Cross Chartreuse Belly. No closed face. I'm sorry. Red Cross Chartreuse Belly. I think he's already qualified for it, Wes. It's the Jetta Marina Championship in October. Unfortunately, the third Saturday of October, where Tennessee plays Alabama. So I'm going to have to go wreck some bass in the tournament and then come back home and hopefully Tennessee beats Alabama. What's probably going to happen is I'm not going to wreck any fish and wonder why I still fish tournaments and then come home and then feel like I got kicked in the nuts after Tennessee loses to Alabama. That's probably what's going to happen. Thanks, Nick. All right, guys, it's time for a giveaway. What do you think? Let's get about once we get up to 50 baits sold, we're going to give away some panoramas. All right. Here we go. How about an old school 2-for-1 right here? If you guys like shad wraps, here we go. Got one that Mr. Menendez loves. If y'all listen to Tackle Talk podcasts, see how these scales go down? This is the one that Mark Menendez loves to find. That's the old crawdad number 5. No -1s tonight, Rowdy. I'm sorry. And this is a newer one. See, the scales don't go as far down. These are a little dirty, but these are OGs. So this one is Finland, and the other one is I believe it's Ireland. Old school. 2 of them. 2 shad wrap number 5s. Here we go. Got your little Menendez special in there. I probably shouldn't. I got plugs, son. Thank you, Brad. How would you guys like? I could talk to him. How about we do see if I can get a Menendez special whatnot. Maybe he let me go to the garage, see what he's got. I don't know if he'll do it or not. He may not let me. He's pretty secretive. I had to tell him how much OG Vixen was the other day because he was going to give him away. And he said, "You're kidding me." I said, "No, I'm not." All right. Let's see. We got any more Shad Rap? Ooh, this is a beauty. Let's do a 2-for-1 with this guy. Let's do a 2-for-1 with this guy. I'm probably going to lay off the. I got some big Shad Raps too. Check this guy. I forgot what color this is. Is this hot steel maybe? And then I got an old school one right here, just a shad color. Heard that. Any floating F-18 floating Rapalas? Yeah, it's purple something. I don't know. Here we go. 2-for-1 right here. These are number. I believe these are number fives. They're 5 or 6. It's not quite a 7. So how about sell Mark's waypoints on whatnot? That's better than fish tips. Thank you, DT. All right. I think that's enough. Shad wraps. Here we go. Here's a jerk bait. Let's run these 2 shad wraps real quick. Here's some big ones. Here is, I believe this is a 2 shad wrap number 9s. Here's an old school one. No, this is a good one. Shad wrap number 9, chrome, blue back, gold blue back. Any draws? No, sir. I don't sell 6 cents. And a fire tiger number 9. 2 big old shad wraps. Go get you some totally awesome and clean these things up. Here we go. 10 seconds. Yeah, I can't do that to Austin. He's a good dude. I forgot he's in Texas fishing with like a couple gang members or something. Hey, Philip, first purchase, man. I tell you what, you buy 2 shad wraps. First purchase, I'm gonna give you a free bait. Let's put you a little shad wrap in there. So you'll get 3 in this order. Tell you what, I'll give you this guy right here. How's that? Anytime you make a first purchase, I give a free bait. All right, that's number 31. All right, we're fixing to get in a bunch of red eye shads and lipless, unless you guys would like to do some jerk baits. Yeah, I got a bunch of Spro, a couple Lucky Craft, stuff like that. I know MLF is coming to OH Ivy. I've been to OH Ivy. I was there with Ben Milliken when the Zart caught the 17-pounder. I was a day behind. Wake baits? I don't know if I got any wake baits tonight. Let's see what's in here. Uh-huh. Somebody said plugs. All right, here we go. Again, if we get over 100 people, 100 or more tonight, I will give away a balsa bait. I'm fixing to do a little giveaway. Here's some great square bills. We're going to have Academy. I've got Berkeley. I've got Strike King. I don't know. Just a variety of square bills here. Here we go. Let's do these 2 Academies. So we got a Chartreuse black back, a little flat side. And then we got a Academy H2O, like a 1.5 with a knocker in it. I don't know what they retail for. 2-for-1. Here we go. Little bundle. I think Academies are still like $6 or $7. I can't remember. I like the H2O brand, to be honest with you. Oh, Francis using them whatnot craze. Thank you, Francis. Appreciate that. Dude, I'll be honest, Academy H2O stuff is good. Like, I like their stuff is good, if not better than Bass Pro. That square bill is good. I need them plugs for my mackerel. Well, these little flat sides are pretty good. The guy who stuffed this was told me, he said, man, when he bought these, that, dude, them Academy flat sides are great. Here we go. Let's do KVD 1.5. KVD 1.5 brown orange crawl. Here we go. 10 seconds. And then I'll run, KVD 1.5 DD. Hey, first purchase. All right. Giving away another bait with the first purchase. Thank you so much. Got any Ochos 5-inch? I do, but they're way out in my shed. Check back with me at night when I'm running soft plastics. You know what color? Let me find you a free bait for that. We got free bait put in with that. Oh yeah, free bait. Put you a little. Tell you what, I got an extra. Got you a little bandit put in there. It's not pre-Predco. Yeah, I like it. Not trying to bug you, but how long do you think it's going to be until you find the gotcha? What's the gotcha? Bring out the Lucky Craft baits, bro. Man, let me. I don't have a lot of Lucky Craft tonight. What plug? These are all plugs. Strike, cranking plugs. Maverick. I don't really do JDM, honestly. Oh, I don't have any gotcha plugs for saltwater. I don't. I'm sorry. I was confused. All right. Here we go. KVD 1.5 DD Blue Crawl. It's pretty good, cool bait. Um, I wish they had made this in a round build. No, sir. 1.5 DD. Mike's good. I needed to go talk to him. Got why Magnum Cat. I've got Magnum Catwalks. Dude, I'm just going to be straight honest with you, Ty. Go to sixcentfishing.com. Mag catwalks are like 20 to 30% off right now. You can buy them cheaper. If I threw one of those on an auction, it'd go for more than you'd pay on the website. I guarantee you. So, and plus, I don't sell six. Let me sign. This is not for sale. This is all my pro staff stuff they send me. So I cannot, in good faith, sell that. Thank you, Gravy. If I ever sell anything 6 cents, I've picked it up secondhand. But definitely get on the website. They got the Magnum Catwalks on sale. You can use my discount code anytime. It's called Baitman, Baitman. It gets you 10% off your order. I don't know if it applies to items already on sale, but if you want to add something not on sale, it'll help you out and supports me. And I'm the guy that got them selling on Whatnot. So buy 3, get 3 free. Hard to beat that. All right, let's do some more Strike Kings. Here you go. We're kind of in a square bill box right now and some mid depth stuff. Here we go. This is, I forgot what bluegill color this is. 1.5, 10 seconds. Yeah. Yeah. I've got, just straight up. There's another 1.5 DD. See if I got more. I got a good 2-for-1 here coming up. Thank you for the buy. Guys, right now, these baits that I'm selling, they are tariff free. The increase of baits is making a lot of guys buy used, and there's nothing wrong with it. Like this guy doesn't even have a mark on a bill. All right, here we go. 1.5 DD chartreuse blackback and a KVD 1.5 barely been used. Somebody's put new hooks on this. This is upsized hooks. I change them out though. Here we go. 2-for-1 right here. A 1.5 and 1.5 DD chartreuse blackback. If you guys like this 10-second sudden death, I don't mind. I'm fixing to go. We get to bait number 40. I'm going to do another giveaway. Thank you, Ty. I didn't check my text, Jeremiah. Over them. I sent you about some Sakamata shad. Yeah, if I'm just so if I've got OG warts that, let's say I'm gonna sell some craw OG warts, you're good. Um, I'm gonna run like 30 seconds non-sudden death. That way it gives everybody a chance to get onto me. When I'm just running volume of stuff, I like running sudden death. All right, see if I got any more Strike Kings in here. I do. Ooh, you hear? How about a 2-for-1 on this guy? How about some Series 1 Strike King? You're good. I got to work tomorrow. I'll be here, though. Man. Let's see. Ooh, I got a lot of these. How about y'all like bundles, I think? So let's do 1.0, KVD 1.0, Chartreuse Blackback, and a 1.5 in that bluegill color. This one's got some scratches. It's not perfect. Needs a new hook. Here we go. Little bundle here. And then I'm going to run some Series 1s, which a lot of people forget about. What color is the top one? It's some kind of bluegill. It's not neon bluegill. I forgot. It just needs a hook on the back. It's got some line on it. It's in pretty good shape. Needs to be cleaned. Uh, Unfortunately, I didn't have time to clean every bait. So please don't hold that against me. I do have some DT6. I don't know if I have them in bluegill. I'll run through this box and then I'll go grab a couple other boxes. There's 70 people in here. Thank you so much, guys. All right, here we go. 2-for-1 on this Strike King Series 1. I'm going to do 2 lots of the same 2 baits. Blueback herring. Love this color. By the way, this is one of my favorite colors in the fall. I do not have any spy baits. I do not have a moss mouth either. Big Wheel, the 6 cents. I don't sell. I'd love to have some party minutes. Hi there. Any man's baby 1 minus? No, sir, not tonight. Check back next week. All right. Chartreuse Brown Crawl Series 1. Here we go. Don't see these very often. 2-for-1. This is a really good bait that guys don't talk with. Dude, I am fresh out of strawberry poontang. You know what's crazy though? Is we will have some strawberry poontang on here. If you guys don't know, my buddy, Mr. Defew, his son Jackson makes a swim bait in soft plastics. He makes a color called the strawberry poontang. And it's nasty. It's a red like swim bait, cream belly. Just clarifying, I do not sell 6 cents. I am on the 6 cents national pro staff. Like, there's Ben Milliken, there's Justin Roll, there's Lee Lucy, Cord Johnson, there's Bateman, there's Austin Neary. I'm one of those guys. Been with them for 7 years. And I'm not trying to be rude, Big Will. Like, this is my stuff I picked to put in my boat. Um, and I just have to hang it up. And I do live streams and stuff. And they're sponsored by 6 cents. They take care of me. So that's really my background for like YouTube and whatnot. I just don't move it around. So, but I will pop stuff out a package and explain to you the inside and outside of any 6 cents bait you want to if I got it. So, all right. We're going to do that same auction again. Chartreuse Brown and Sexy Blueback Herring 2-for-1 here. These run about 3 foot. These are a really good bait. Dude, what's the worst 6 cents bait? I really don't want to answer that because there's a lot of them I haven't thrown. Um, I was never a big fan of the Mag Dog, the old Mag Dog. It had a great action. It had great action. Uh, but it only had 2 hooks on it. And so I missed a lot of fish on that. So I'll say that was one of my least favorite was the Mag Dog. Not the action. it just couldn't hook up on it. Ron Hill got done smoking them on the big well. I've been watching Hill's TikToks. You want to talk about a guy that catches them on the well? That guy smashes them. All right. How about looky here. Look at this old school Series 1S. I don't know. This might not be a Strike King. This might be a Strike Pro. Speaking of, how about here's just two random square bills. I think that's a Strike King, but I'm not sure. It's kind of got a little crack in here, but it doesn't seem like. All right, here's just two random baits. I don't know what they're worth. I mean, let's somebody bid $1 and get lucky. Which shaky were the divine one or the new Busa? Thank you, Nelson. You know what, Nelson? I'll send you another free bait. I don't know what this is, Nelson, but you're gonna get this little flat side. How about that? Just some random stuff. Yeah, I like the Mag Dog. Awesome sound, action. I just not could hook up on them. Sean, I'm gonna act like I didn't see that, cuz. Hey, Sean, can we run all those vixens you sent me on Instagram or Facebook? I know you got like 10 of them and repo man. Sean knows he's just messing with me. Good dude. If y'all need saltwater reels, send Bailey Bass a message. He's got the best saltwater reels on the planet. All right. I got some Berkeley. Ooh, looky here. How about a little Z Boss? This is a Z Boss 6, I believe. This is a small size Z Boss who recently just got purchased by Bass Mooch. Got all the molds for the soft plastics and the Z Boss. Might see some new colors. Here we go. That's a wild color right there. It's like a crawfish gray back. I like this bait. It actually runs really good. Thank you, Tad. All right. I'm fixing to go get our next giveaway here in just a minute. We are going to give away some panoramas. Ty, I like the 6 cents plopper. Um, don't get your hand near it, getting it out of their mouth, because I put a hook on there. I think if you go look at one of Frost and Austin's video from about a month ago, me and him, I took him out to Lake X, and I caught a really good one on that thing. Yes, Yum did absorb Gene LaRue. All right, how about some Berkeley baits? Some Berkeley hard baits. These are the Berkeley Wild Thing. This was their attempt to kind of make a wigglewort like bait. I don't think a lot of guys understood this bait. They're pretty decent. They got a really cool sound to them. So here we go. Little brown crawl. And Mike Russell did all the paint jobs for Berkeley back then. So here we go. This is a Wild Thing. 6 to 8, 6.5 feet. Wild Thing 6.5. Little brown crawl. Mm. Hey, Philip, thank you. I have some Berkeley Frenzy stuff I got for next week. That's the worst looking 42 I've ever made in my life. Now, this one I really liked. So they had to change the name of the Berkeley Pitbull. I do got some Wiggle Hot Man. Um, this is the old school Berkeley Pitbull 7.5 before they had to change the name because the rapper sued them. This is a bigger, kind of a 2.5. This thing goes actually, it says 7.5. It really runs about 6 foot, 4 to 6 foot. This is their version of Spring Crawl. That's the one Mike Russell designed. Here we go. Pretty much all the Berkeleys are crawl colors. After this, I got a Magwort and a couple of them Academy flat side. Yeah, rapper just sued their ass. Hey, we got a first purchase. So you know what? Here you go, man. I'll give you a little Academy flat side. Well, I can't get it out. Let me find something else to give you. How about that? How about that? Let's get you another free bait. And if I didn't hand you a free bait already in your package, how How about a man's? I'm just reaching into the old school box here. Look here. Here's a good free bait. Little man's razorback. Go with that. Yeah, I got some Berkeley Frenzies, and I'll have some Berkeley soft plastics maybe next week. I've got Tom Man can tell you I have got the soft plastics. I have just got to go through them. I found some AC shiners this morning. I didn't know I had either. Runawart for Conley. These are all this stuff. BJ is basically consigned. Do I have any Academy weight bait that's a 1.5? I don't. Any more Tom Man? I won't tonight. Dude, those square burials do catch on Kentucky Lake. All right, here we go. 2 for 1. Here's a Berkeley Digger. I believe this is the Digger 6. This was their attempt at an ABS DT6. And then here's a wild thing is Phantom Green Crawl. Love this. I know everybody likes the warts. Here we go. Yeah, I found the small AC shiners that are like the Rapala of floating minnows. They were in a box of stuff that I thought was just a bunch of Rapalas, and I looked at the bottom. Oh yeah. Nick made a first purchase. Guess what? He's gonna get a free bait too. Let's see what we can pull out for Nick on a first purchase here. Let's try to get him something decent. All right, a whole lot of great stuff. This is kind of my junk box. Might have to find a different box. Oh, there's another one of Menendez Shad Reps. We got to get him something better than what's in there. Well, let's see if I got anything. Nothing good in there. I don't want to give you. I'll tell you what I got you. Courtesy of me. And since my buddy Jason Kidd is in here with GSM Outdoors, tell you what I'll give you. I'm going to give you a little rattle trap Bill Lewis scope stick. That's your free bait, man. I'm handing out the goods. Man's Wakers are discontinued. I'll have one next week. Dude, that scope stick's a really good bait. And actually, I've been saving that for myself. But, you know, well, I want to make somebody's night tonight. And there's a possibility I can get my buddy Jason, Mr. Kids, the GSM rep, awesome guy. Um, Probably can get us a hookup on some stuff to give away. We do some YouTube live streams. He could probably get me a GSM guy. I'd love to get Mr. Cody Meyer on a stream to do some finesse tactics. If you guys like Cody Meyer, maybe even get Gerald Swingle. All right, we're about done with this box. Here we go. Here's a Storm Magwort. Storm Magwort. I love fishing too, man. I love baits. And I discussed this with my buddy Levi. I'm not so sure the new generation is in love with fishing tackle like the guys my age or older. Like when you're always just throwing baits and drop shots, and there's nothing wrong with that. If I'm fishing the Bassmaster, the FLW, I am probably throwing baits. I got to make a check. But before live scope, and I'm not hating on live scope, I actually like it. But before that, dude, it was common to see these boxes of wiggle warts and flat sides and deep little ends and all this variation of fishing tackle. And as you got older, you look in the box. I'm like, man, I remember that rattle trap color. I remember that square bill. And the memories of fishing come back. And a lot of guys buy this old school fishing tackle, not just because they caught fish, because they had memories with their dad, their grandpa, whoever took them fishing. They remember on the packs in stores and what they smelled like. Like you can go to old school bait shop and you pick up a bait that's been there for a long time, and that smell it gives an aura to it. I don't think that's this the right now the time we're in. I don't feel that happening. Like how many guys are 20 years from now going to go, man? Guess what I found? I found Guggen baits. Maybe I don't know, maybe if Guggen goes away, but it was such mass produce and seemed like a money grab that they're already in discount bins. Or, and I'm not hating on Six Sense. There's some discontinued Six Sense stuff, colors and baits that guys are like, hey, you know, can you find me those? So I know some of that's happening with Six Sense. I know that's happening with Berkeley. There's a few old soft baits like the Pit Boss, the Havoc Pit Boss, guys really look for. Um, but I think everything was overbought and oversold in COVID. Like, man, it just flooded the market, and here we are. I just I don't feel like the stuff today in 20 years guys are really going to be hunting for. There's some select stuff like certain colors of DT6s, the DT flats, but those are 20-year-old baits now. Um, why did they like Havoc Pit Boss versus Power Break? Everybody says they hold together better. I don't know. I like the Pit Boss. I've caught them on both ones. Um, 13 Fishing is making rods again now. Any Rebel? I may run some Rebel Champion if I can find some. All right. I think I'm done with that box. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's two Academy flat sides. Great colors here. Little chartreuse shad. And then this is a great looking, like real kind of almost a crappie pattern. I like these. These run about 3 or 4 foot deep. Yeah, Demon Craw is, they still produce it, but it is kind of nostalgic. Here we go. 2 for 1. Yeah, these are not bad baits for the money, to be honest with you guys. Now, you got people like Cliff Pace, Black Label Boston. So he's a mass produced boss. It's still all handmade. Cliff is an excellent lure builder. Now I do see in 10, 15 years, guys searching up, hey, I got these black label bosses. What are they worth? Oh, Cliff quit making that model or this color. I can see some of that stuff holding really good value. Because that balsa world, guys, bait makers pass away. They're no longer made anymore. The guy that designed this H2O crankbait, if he passes away, you'll never know. What about the orange one above your head or behind the wall? This guy, that's a Swink 77, and that one right there is a Duke lipless. All right, this box is donezo. I'm gonna have an awesome sale on plastic boxes, but I was gonna make a little YouTube video about that. What me and Levi talked about. He's my buddy. He's from Florida. He buys a lot of tackle. I'm gonna go get some spoons and some jerk baits and go get some stuff for a giveaway, guys. I'll be right back, and I need a drink. All right, guys, I'm back. Here we go. Here's follower giveaway number 2 for the night. Here's some itty bitty panoramas. This is the Pro Blue Minna Panorama 2.8, and these are nasty on crappie. Here's the Panorama 2.0 in Ghost Pro Shad. You'll get both of those. Here we go. Follower giveaway number 2. Here we go. If you've been wanting to try these, been seeing them on my wall, here's the kind. All you got to do is hit enter giveaway, and you got to select yes. I want to follow him. So Now I gotta go get. I gotta go get the spoons and some other stuff, and we'll keep on running. It's only 8:20. 8:20. All righty. By the way, I will have some Shimano boxes for sale very soon. How do I fish the pano? Honestly, this guy right here on a drop shot, Darius kind of showed me how to do that. He crushes them on this on drop shot or a little free rig. Yeah, I do. I don't, Logan. I'll be honest. Yeah, net head. These are great on a net head. Like I know some guys, and I think Darius says this: if he scopes a ball, a bait fish, he'll just drop this thing down with a net head and it slowly fall, and usually one grabs it before it hits the bottom. All right, let's run some jerk baits, and I got to get some shipping boxes. We'll run some of these Shimano boxes. Golly, oh man, first one I pull out, guys. Spro mix stick. That's my color now. Here we go. Y'all paying attention? Mix stick. Chartreuse purple back. We gotta get some more people in this giveaway, guys. Thank you, Eric. I'm gonna run night till I'm out of bags. I think it might be a while. We'll do another giveaway when we hit 75 lures, and then our last one will be a buyer's giveaway. And I think I got some new 6 cents I'll do for the buyer's giveaway. Dude, everyone. Dude, Spro made awesome stuff. They still make awesome stuff. Let's see. Ooh, what are here? What is this? Look at here, guys. Here is a Megabass Vision 110. It's not in perfect shape. It needs some hooks, but heck yeah, we'll run it for $1. I believe that's something 10 shape. Got any rock crawlers and red orange? Man, I don't, Ty. This one's been eat. You have to put some new hooks on this. Thank you, Wes. 13 bucks for Vision 110. If it's got teeth marks, you know it catches. Now, I want to talk about Megabass. There's this some dude on TikTok was trying to lock my ass up. He said all Megabass is hand painted. Guys, I hate to tell you, Strike King is also hand painted. Spro also hand painted. 6 cents also hand painted. Megabass baits are painted in a factory, just like everybody else. If you think that there's some bold cutted Chinese person or Japanese person down there individually painting, that ain't happening. There's literally assembly line they go through. One guy paints the scales, one guy does the eyes, one guy does the belly. Yeah. There's a really cool video showing Strike King being painted in Costa Rica. And my buddy Mike Russell goes down there and goes hands on and shows them how to do that. I don't know. He could have dreadlocks. But man, these Mega Bass people on TikTok, they absolutely they call me a dumbass. And I'll tell you a dirty little secret. You see these knockoffs in Megabass, like that spinner bait, looks just like one. I'm going to tell you right now, a dirty little secret is Megabass actually sells the rights to their molds to these knockoff factories. Like they're like, sure, you can knock us off. You pay us X amount. So that's why you see so many KO blanks of Megabass products. It's not like God. All right, giveaway winner is High Fly 88. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, they're exactly the same thing. The skirt, everything. It's not like, guys like, oh well, the hook's a different. No, it's the same. That's right, Ty. Want to run? No, sir, I can't. Those I only give away the 6 cents. All right, let's get back to some jerk baits here. Oh, damn! I didn't know this was in here. Look at here, Jackal Rearrange 130 in that Ghost Smith, dude. This is a badass jerk bait. All right, here we go. Rearrange 130, dude. If you've never thrown this, this is a good one. I did. I gave away some panoramas. Thank you, BJ. That's big. I love the rearrange. They got a new size out too. Yeah, when you throw this, the first time I threw it, I thought my rod broke, and it's just a weight transfer. I love that jerk bait in the fall. You know what, Jason? I know a guy too that might have some Jackal. Might have some Jackal soft plastics. If you guys want some Jackal soft plastics, let me know. I might can find some like Sakasui crawls and stuff. Let's see what else random's in here. Uh, here we go. I gotta sell all these things to the box. KVD J300 Deep Strobe Shad. Awesome bait here. I filmed a lot of stuff with Mark Menendez on this one right here. I got several colors in these J300 Deeps. Hey, we got a first purchase. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw you in a Rapallo X Wrap Deep with that. Get you two jerk. I think I do have an IU. Dude, that KVD jerk bait, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Most underrated, one of the most underrated ones on the market, maybe one of your best values. I would say the Provoke, the KVD jerkbait, and believe it or not, in that Bill Lewis are very in that price range area. They're really hard to beat. Now, obviously, there's high tier, your Jackal, your Mega Bass, your OSP, different level. But if you're a guy that wants to spend more than 12, 13 bucks, those are the ones you need to get. I've just seen too many fish caught on a KVD jerkbait. Biggins. Oh yeah, they throw very well. This is a good one too. Mavericks are really good. Any 5 or 6 XDs? I'm gonna run through some jerk baits. I really want to get through this box so I can sell a box. But we'll see. Any IU? Let's see what we got. Ooh, this one ain't IU. All right, here we go. Let's do 2 for 1 on these KVDs. I think they call that some kind of perch. And then let's see what all I got here. All right, Pro Blue. There's a Pro Blue. It's been used. It's got some. And then here's a perch. This is the deep. KVD deeps. Here we go. 2 for 1. Dude, Smithwick, still OG. I love the big rogues. 10 seconds. Love the big rogues. And especially if you can find them in sour grape or clown. Thank you, Eric. I'm fixing to do a little sexy shad lot here. Sexy shad coming up. And some KVD jerks. Thought I had an IU. What's this guy? Oh my gosh. Dude, check this out. This is an old school Provoke Deep. This is the first run. Fix to show you all different. And that color is, I believe, Chartreuse Phobia. All right, here we go. Chartreuse Sexy Shad KVD Deep. It's got some gunk on the back. I think somebody tried to paint this. I don't know. And then here's just a chrome Sexy Shad. Well, usually they're marked. but this is such an old one. Uh, 2 for 1 here. One deep and one shallow. Chartreuse and regular sexy shad. Hey, D Mart, thank you. The new provokes are marked. The package is, and if you can't rely, I'll just write on the bill. I'm fixing to show you guys something. See, they quit making the provoke and they brought it back out. So this is an old diving provoke. So I shall reach to my bait wall. This is kind of a newer version provoke. This is my color. This is the jank juice, baby. So if you get on 6 Sense Fishing, you see a bait in jank juice. It was designed. This color was designed by me. It's kind of a smoky purple with some blue highlight in there and almost a light whitish green. Now, old provoke deep. First, notice how that bill is kind of a squared off. This one's more straight round. That's one difference. Two, the new one is just a hair longer. New one on my right side. The main difference is the bill. Let's look at the back. Very similar. Now, there's more of a gill plate on the new than the old. The main difference is that bill. A little bit thinner, different angle. And it's got these weird hooks on here. Yeah, I don't know what Guggen hooks means, but also look how big the eye is on the Ojink juice. And there's the eye on that. The eye is twice the size. The scale patterns across the body are also different. The old one's got even bigger hump. All right. So if you're a 6 Sense collector, here you go. Here's an old school chartreuse phobia provoke. And it doesn't even say provoke on the back. I didn't know this was in the box. Probably should just send this to Casey. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate you. All right. We're about done with these jerk baits, and we're going to do some spoons. I got a couple big spoons still hanging out. Yeah, dude, I like Jank Juice. Love it in the square bill. Love it in flat 75. I wish it would have come out in the flat F4, but we're good. I think one of them is. It may be, Kyle. So I know a lot of guys want the Jank Juice and the Crush 300. They discontinued it, and doesn't hurt my feelings. I know how things do. Some bait colors sell, some don't. Let's see what else. Ooh, here's a discontinued bait. Golly. It's a Berkeley skinny cutter. Berkeley skinny cutter. Here we go. We'll run it. Don't know what color this is, but they quit making the cutter jerk bait, especially the deep ones. This is not a bad, great shallow jerk bait. Hey, thank you. 60 people in here. Thank you guys so much tonight. We're going to keep running for a while. Fixing to run some spoons. You guys have been asking. I'm fixing to make a nice little bundle here. By the way, make sure you follow me on TikTok, Baxter the Bait Man. All right, here's 3 Livingston jerk baits. Never used them, so I can't tell you if they're good or not. They look very similar to a Vision 110. Actually, that's a really good looking color. All right, so we've kind of got what's the name of this Mega Bass color? Kind of a Pro Blue chartreuse belly. This is a Livingston. I don't even know what they call their jerk bait, but it's like a 110 plus one. This is a sweet looking, kind of like an OSB looking color, like a matte bat. And then there's this one. So 3 Livingston jerk baits. 10 seconds. 3 Livingston jerk baits. 10 seconds on this thing. I don't know if they do or not. Sea Kidder, great deal, $3 a piece on there. You could probably put them on Facebook Marketplace for 5 and make your money back. I like the color on this one. Any deep Spro 70s? I might. I'm not sure. If you guys are wanting some 6XDs and stuff, I'll run and get another box here in just a minute. I think I do have some deep Spro 70s in that box. We get to number 75. Powder blue back and 6XD. I may. The ones I found the other day weren't in good shape. All right, last jerk bait. Last jerk off here. Rapala deep shadow wrap. Look, beautiful color. Deep shadow wrap 11. I do got some. I got some series threes. I know that, Jay Davis. I know I got some series threes and maybe some 3XDs. Hey, Randy made a first purchase. Tell you what, I'll throw in a KVD, uh, the small, the J200. Thank you for that first purchase, my friend. I got to get some Baitman stickers. Need to get hooked up on the stickers. That way, everybody can get a Baitman sticker for their boat, uh, truck. Put it on the back of your wife for a Target. I don't know. Trapper keepers, whatever. We got to get some Baitman stickers out in the wild. I'd like to just do a straight up like Baitman flat side hat. I reached out to somebody and they didn't give me no response, and that kind of bothered me. If I was trying to start a business and make money, I believe I would answer my emails and text messages. But maybe it's just more fun to make TikToks. I don't know. All right, spoons. Dude, I love trapper keepers. Yeah, Eric, dude, I gotta get some cash flow going. I've spent a lot of money on my damn truck and other things. I did not realize that $200 at Kohl's. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. I I I ain't gonna mention nobody. There's a lot of people out there with hat companies. I do know Hartman would probably answer me. All right, these don't say Ben Parker, but this is the size of a mini mag. I have been doing crankbait bundles. All right, this is basically a mini mag spoon. It doesn't say Ben Parker on it, but it's a big spoon. Yeah, yeah, dude, it kills me. But like 30% off, man. I'll go get Junior a bunch of Nike stuff and he'll be happy. You know what I mean? Bateman Jr. would probably wear a white tee and Under Armour shorts every day. And I would let him, other than that, they going to be like, do you got any clothes for your kid? He just don't care. All right, here's a big one. It doesn't say nickels on it, but it is a big, I don't know who's making this. Here we go. This is the big version. Yeah, my son and his friend did after I threatened to call the police. Got a belt for that one. Thanks, Eric. Might have to get a different box to ship this in. It's all good. Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I buy from Kohl's for myself is cologne. But here we go. Here's another one of them mini spoons. Kind of like a mini mag. It's got a split ring on it and all that stuff. I I use the old school Ben Parker spoon rod. There you go. Thank you, Darius. Matter of fact, I need to find that thing. I think that's over at JD Few's house. I think I left it over there a few years ago and said, I ain't fishing no more for a while. You can keep this spoon rod. Darius, I got to get with you this weekend. I got to make a drive over to Cada's so I can drop you an old school bait box full of your baits. All right, here's a bunch of just random freaking spoon bundles. I'm gonna run this. I don't know what all we got in here. These aren't big spoons. So let's make a bundle for somebody. You guys like white bass fishing? This is going to be a nice little variety. There's going to be one, two, like 6 spoons in this thing. All right. All right. So we got this kind of like flutter spoon. We got this. So chrome blue, a little bit smaller. Got this spoon. Got 2 of these. I don't know what size they are. Looks like Castmaster. There's another Castmaster spoon. Here's a Hopkins spoon that somebody is split ring to death. And then here's just a straight blade bait. So there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4, 5, 6, 7 spoons. All those spoons. 10 seconds. You're getting them all those spoons. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spoons. I think Philip's gonna take it. That is like $1.50 a piece, man. Do you know how much a Hopkins spoon costs now? It's like $5.99. Great deal there, Philip. Most of these don't need cleaned up either. These Castmasters, dude, they catch. I love throwing a spoon for stripes. I don't like taking them off the hook. You put your little blade bait in there, a little neat meat bait. All right. I've got some 10XDs or, ooh, this is a box full of red ass crankbaits. I know that. Or would you rather me go get the 6XDs, 5XDs, and stuff like that? Here we go. Let's see what we. Oh yeah. How about a little chick magnet? Chick magnet. Red. I think they call this red tomato. Here we go. Tomato chick magnet, full size. So we'll get a good deal here. Thank you, D Mark. I like the smaller one better. Just being straight up. I like the white bass. I like to eat them. Woo! I hadn't sold many of these on here before. I just found some DT6s. All right. There's 3 DT6s we're going to run. What else we got? Ooh, some KVD 1.5s. A BX Brat. Couple Rattle Trap MR6s. It's a good box of stuff. They're all crawfish. Oh, yeah. How about a 6 cents L7 wild lava crawl? Here we go. 6 cents L7 wild lava crawl. This is an old paint job. Here we go. It's got a big old knocker in it. Well, light knocker. But we like all size knockers. Big, little, whatever. This has got, it's called the Movement L7. So it's got a really wild action. Thank you, Tim. It's not a movement wake, it's a movement diver. All right, I'm gonna run these. I've got in my hand, and I'll go grab the deep dive and spros and 5s and 6XDs. MR6. If you like a DT6, this is a really good bait. It really has some good side to side movement. Here we go. I don't know the exact color on that one. Did you buy something, Tim? If you buy something, I always give a free lure. Okay. Here we go. MR6. because I don't really have a way to send you anything free unless you buy something because it sends you me your address. Bill Lewis, MR6. Good deal. B Mark. How about a Raven Red MR6? You ever fish the 21 flat side boss bait that chick supposedly? I think it's a tip. I think it's the 57 or tip. I have not fished an original tip, but tip helped design that bait. Yeah, buy a lure for dollar. I'll help you out. All right, here we go. Raven Red MR6. Y'all guys, let Timothy have this one, and I'm going to throw him a nice free lure in there. Okay, let Timothy have this one. All right, Timothy. First purchase. I tell you what. You say you want. You just spent all the money on a rod. I'm going to do something that Baitman likes to do. I like to help guys out. I'm going to send you another. I'm going to send you a 6 cents bait. That's in the package here. What's a good one for you? Get you a good fish catching color here. Tell you what, I'm gonna send you a crush. Oh man, it says your payment failed. You get your payment thing. Yeah, get it fixed up. I'll send you a brand new 6 cents crush 250 great color. This is actually 25 MD in baby shad. I'll send that with your MR6, man. I want you to catch some fish. I'll tell you what I'll even do. You know what, Timothy? I'll send you a pack of soft plastics as well. So I'll load you up really good. Maybe I'm too nice sometimes, but kid or anybody just wanting to get in fishing, I'll take care of you. You know what, Jason? I got a bag of some stuff that Chrisman brought me like a year or two ago. We'll put in some Yamamoto in there as well. How about that? So, Timothy, you'll get you a little Yamamoto, some 6 cents. You'll have a little box coming to you and take care of it. Matter of fact, I think we should do a little giveaway with some GSM stuff. Let me find this box here. I know I got it. Oh, I can see it, but I don't know if I can reach it because I got small arms. If I lose you guys, I'm moving my bait. Gosh, damn spider. Look here. How about we do a get little giveaway? Look what I just found. Timothy, uh, just got to fix your payment issue. If not, we'll figure something out. Okay. You know what? As long as I can get your address, I'll get you some stuff. God, this thing is so old. Man, I think this Bass Mafia bait bag seen its day. We'll have to cut its thing open. I think this was in my bait room when bad things happened in here. All right. We'll make another giveaway. Let's see what all's in here. I have no clue, to be honest with you. Oh, got a little balling out jig. Here we go. Here's a little. Ooh, damn. Throw them in there. That gotta be a nice giveaway. Bought some Slinkos and some shad shaped worms. Here we go. Here's a nice giveaway. See if there's anything else in here. Oh man, this is an awesome follow. We're gonna make an awesome follower giveaway, guys. Any Zakos? No. All right, here we go. Here's a great. This is a good giveaway, guys. Several packs from Yamamoto. Yamamoto 5-inch D shad, 5-inch shape shad floater. Great drop shot bait. D-shad, you can work like a fluke. You could put it on a ball head. Some green pumpkin slinkos. Some 4-inch Zacos. Chartreuse electric blue, great on the jackhammer. Whew, great giveaway, guys. And then here's a balling out jig. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs of things. This is for follower giveaway number 3. Here we go. We're gonna run this giveaway. That's probably, I don't know, 6. There's 12, 18, 25, probably $30 giveaway right here. All you gotta do is be following me. I'm glad Jason was here. Reminded me I had all this stuff. All you gotta do is be following the bait man, and we'll put it. It'll be follower giveaway number 3. All right, let's get back to the auctions while we're doing that. You're good, man. Hopefully, we get Timmy, get his payment issue fixed on, get his address. Tim, just get with me. Send me your address via DM. I'll help a brother out. Okay. Sometimes it's if you win the giveaway 4 to 10, we can do that. I'm gonna load that guy up. All right, here we go. Discontinued bait, little BX Brat 3. Here we go. BX Brat 3, little red craw. These are actually a good bait that flew under the radar. Got discontinued. Thank you, DT. Number 65. I'm going to run these crankbaits in front of me, and then I'll go close out the night with DT or deep divers. Do I have any pair? I don't. I do. I don't know if I got any Picos or not, to be honest with you. I don't think I do. Uh, I do have panoramas. I got some 5s, but I kind of gave so many out. I don't have a lot to myself, so I need to keep a few. All right. DT6s. DT6 red crawdad. Here we go. DT6 red crawdad. Timothy was same guy poor mouthing for lures on Dave's deals and steals earlier. Well, I don't know that, and I'm willing to give a guy a benefit of the doubt. You know what? If it is some poor guy just wanting baits, it is what it is. I got plenty of baits, and maybe he would pay it forward. Maybe I put my trust in people too much. I understand, but I understand, But I told him to message me with his address. He can slide in my DMs. All right, guys, if you just come in here, because we got 85 people in here, get into the giveaway. $30 of Yamamoto plus a balling out jig. This is half ounce perfect crawl. Zacos, Slinko, D-shaped shads. Here we go. I do not sell 6 cents. It's me tilapia. I did a giveaway. I'll give away 6 cents. The only time I sell 6 cents is if it's secondhand. So, all right, here's another DT6 red crawdad. 10 seconds. Yeah, tag your buddy. Get over 100 people in here. I'll make another giveaway, and I will give away a balsa bait, like a handmade balsa. Do I have any suggestions for pond fishing in April? Yeah, I love a popar or a buzz bait. Go early in the morning, go late in the afternoon, get you a popar or a buzz bait. The all-time best pond bait is probably a green pumpkin Cinco, wacky rig. A uh, baby bass bomber is good. Suck a fire show. I don't know what that means. Goat rammer. Interesting name. All right, guys. There's 91 people in the stream. We only got such a fire show. Oh, gotcha. I was like, what? Sometimes autocorrect gets the best of us. I do know that. All right. I don't want to get I'll tell you a really funny story. There you go. Best Pombat 8th ounce black buzz bait. I'll tell you a funny story about autocorrect here in just a minute. Here's another DT6 brown crawdad, and then that giveaway is going. This one's in fair shape. I probably wouldn't spend $7, $8 on this one to be honest with you, but I always start my baits at $1. Thank you, Eric. Dude, this Kentucky heat is something. All right, giveaway is going right now. We got 98 people, two more, and I'll give away a boss bait. Is Master Caster, not to be confused with the Master Baiter. Thank you, Master Caster. I will put all that in a box for you. I really appreciate you joining in tonight. And I like to do the giveaways whether somebody buys or not. Let's go. Whereabouts in my area are I'm in Portland, Tennessee, Firefly. I am in Benton, Kentucky, home of Major League Fishing and Kentucky Lake. I live about 5 minutes from the north end of the lake, not too far from Paris. Well, I appreciate you joining in, Master Caster. Like I said, if we get over 100, I'll do a box giveaway. If not, I'm going to load a couple more. I'll do a great buyers giveaway tonight. I will load up. I'll probably do a $50 buyers giveaway. We'll put some 6 cents hard bait and soft plastic, something new. We'll do some more of the Yamamoto. Just get the good buyer giveaway in there. All right, let's run some more. Here's an Ott's Garage. Glad I brought scissors so I can cut the line off. Dude, I think this guy just tied on baits and didn't fish them. Now this one's got some teeth marks. Ain't gonna lie. Ott's Garage. That is the Slim '06 red crawdad. Yeah, Portland ain't too far, dude. These are fish catchers. So this was the DT flat DT3, and then they've used this circuit. Any tiny fours? I don't know if I have any. Thanks, Brad. So I got major respect for Ott. So I made a post on Woodbait Nation today. Good old number 69 for Brad Crum. You know what that means? We're almost at 70. Um, and Ott commented to let me know who made those baits. And I think it's pretty awesome that Ott interacts with people like that. Love to get Ott Defoe on a Baitman Live talking East Tennessee crankbaits. All right. Here's another Ott's Garage. Dude, this guy just, I think, one of those people that tied everything on and then made a cast and brown crawdad. See, I like this one. That reminds me of that shad wrap color. Yeah, I do like the tiny fours. I bought way too many of these when they first came out and didn't buy enough of the tiny fours. Thank you, Scotty. Number 70. Hope you guys have had a good night. Kids, they got to go back to school next week. Juniors got football, got some kind of football jamboree next Saturday. Literally 6 games. Think they play every team 10 minutes on offense, 10 minutes on defense. All right, so KVD 1.5s. Rayburn Red. Rayburn Red KVD 1.5. No, it's not. This is a Bass Pro XPS 1.5. Damn. Hey, I would have thought that was a strike game. All right, here we go. Bass Pro 1.5 Rayburn Red. And then I'm fixing to go get a big old Bass Mafia box and end the night on some deep cranks. Thank you, Oliver. I thought I'd have more. I've got, dude, the amount of tackle I've got from this dude to sell, it's ridiculous. But if I get over 100, it gets hard for me to ship quick. So next week, I want to have all the stuff I found hard baits from Marketplace a few weeks ago. All right, KVD 1.5. This one's been tied on like twice. This one's not in perfect shape, going to be honest with you. You know what? Here we go. Brown orange crawl, KVD 1.5. Don't bid this one too high, guys. It's it's seen a rock or two. I got one baby waker. Thank you, M. Sears. And it is, I believe it's chartreuse shad. And they don't make those anymore. All right, you guys ready for some Spro and some deep diver, some 6XDs? I might have some 6 cents deep divers in there and Jinko. Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is what somebody's got you guys are waiting for. And I will have these Bass Mafia boxes for sale eventually. All right. 6XD Chartreuse Sexy Shad. Here we go. 10 seconds. 6XD Chartreuse Sexy Shad. Look at that lip. This one's perfect shape. Chartreuse Sexy Shad. One of the good ones. Thank you, Eric. I'll have to get some boxes at work tomorrow night for you guys getting all the big stuff. Gotta get them snaps. What's up, Carrie? The meteorologist. Run salt watering lure. I don't have any salt watering lures, unfortunately. I'm in the middle of bass fishing country. All right. Oh, damn. 6XD green gizzard. Now it's got some teeth mark on here. 6XD green gizzard. This is a fish catcher. Wish someone would make a box of hooks, don't go over or under, and change trays and rough. That's a good idea. Thank you, Eric. Eric loves this. I don't have a barfish, unfortunately. I looked the other day, went through my personal stash. I could not find one. And I used to throw that color all the time. Green gizzard's nasty. I saw some dude on YouTube fishing priest with a shaky head. It just popped up randomly. I forgot his name. He's wearing a freaking jersey and had to be throwing like 50-pound test braid. No, it wasn't Bible Belt. It was somebody else. And they hammered him. It was not Bible Belt fishing. It was like Master Tim, Master P fishing or something like that. Caught some big old stripers too. Oh, I think this is a silent six. No. Chartreuse blue back. This is not chartreuse powder blue. It's that other chartreuse blue. Here we go. Yeah, people get fired up. I mean, Hunter, when you got to go, but you got to go scum frogs. No, sir, don't have any scum frogs. I get a lot of guys ask for scum frogs. Dude, I'd love to fish with Hoppy. You know, he sold his bait company to a buddy of mine, and one of the best fishermen ever to come out of Kentucky Lake, Sean Penn, now owns Hoppies. And if you know anything about Sean Penn, legitimately probably the most talented angler to ever come out of Kentucky Lake. But he took the business road, and he's got an amazing heat and air business. Great angler. Hoppy's a good dude. Devlin was not married. He was not married to Madonna. All right, let's see here. I'm just pulling out random baits. Spro, Sean, you here? Yeah, what does Sean Penn know about a spinnerbait? I mean, come on. Spro, Little John, DD, cellmate. Little John, DD, and cellmate. Great color. Thank you, Tyler. I'm I'm glad he's got something to do. By the way, any interest in some 7 or 8 inch bass tricks? because Mr. Penn reached out to me and said, "Dude, I've got so many 7 and 8 inch bass tricks in the box. I need to move them. If you guys are interested, I can run them." I forgot what they were, like 12 or 15 bucks a pack back in the day. Here you go. Here's another Spro. All right, now we talking straight up chartreuse and blue. Dude took a dump. That's funny. Chartreuse and blue Spro, Little John DD. I mean, did he tell you that, hey man, I got a deuce, or did he just look back and, whoa man, what's going on? Don't get at that on the jack plate. He's just laying logs. All right, I'll tell a funny story. Actually, this guy works. I got to tell the story since we're on the subject. You only go and get this on my whatnot stream. The guy that did this actually works with Tie Man. His initials are JB. Well, one day we're out fishing on Lake Barkley, and he says, "Man, I gotta go." Like I said, "Okay," and he said, "I really gotta go. Take me to that boat dock." I said, "All right, I'll." I'll. I'm reading his comment. So I took him to the boat dock. This is over at Double Creek on Lake Barkley, if anybody knows where that's at. So take him to a boat dock, and I trolled off and kind of, put my head the other way. So I'm thinking this dude is hanging off the boat dock, uh, dropping off the Cosby kids. I look back and he is in the middle of the boat dock and dropping a deuce. Like, not in the water, just right around with the goose poop, just drops it on the boat dock. And I'm like, dude, what in the world? He said, man, I ain't got nothing to wipe with. I'm like, well, number one, why in the middle? He said, I was afraid to fall off. And anyways, so I was like, well, man, I got this old T-shirt back here. I give it to him, and he cleans up my knot, and he throws it in the water. I'm like, what in the world? Come on, JB. A week later, I'm fishing a BFL, and this was in the springtime. I'm fishing a BFL as a boater. I go back to the same area. I'm fishing a little creek channel swing. My co-angler goes, I need a net. So, all right. I come up there, and he's like, man, this feels funny. I was like, all right, might be a drum. No, it wasn't a drum. This son bitch snagged a shitty shirt that my buddy wiped his ass with. And I said, man, I ain't gonna put that in the net. I didn't say nothing. He's like, oh no, I got it. And he's got his hands all over it and this, and I'm just like trying not to throw up in my boat. And I said, what do you want to do with that? He said, oh, I'll just throw it back on. I'll just throw it on the bank. I said, yeah, it's probably a good idea. But I don't know what the chances of that are, but I didn't shake his hand afterwards. Uh, he actually caught like 8 pounds behind me. Good dude. I didn't catch Jack, but I didn't catch that T-shirt. So, all right, that's story time. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, how about a Foxy Shad? I believe this one was called Foxy Lady Fat Free Shad. Yeah, man. If you shark where you're out fishing, you're done. Foxy Mama. That's it. They could tell. Yeah, he works with time, man. I used to have a photo of him dropping one off a boat dock. I always remind his wife of. But I will say this, my buddy, I could call him right now, or used to before he got married. I could call him at 10 o'clock at night and say, hey, buddy, you want to go night fishing? He'd be at my house in 5 minutes. I could call him and say, hey, I'm going to fish a tournament on Barkley tomorrow. I need somebody. He'd be at my house. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Chartreuse Black Back 6XD. That's crazy. Yeah, CMAP kind of sucks for Lake Barkley. I'm going to be honest with you. But for Kentucky Lake, it's nice. No, sir, no salt water. Thank you, Eric. I'm gonna run to about number 100, and then I'll do a nice buyer's giveaway. Unless y'all convince me to keep running, but last year I snagged a Loomis GLX. Wow, does not surprise me at all, actually. Ooh, Delta Red 6XD. At Champlain, I saw a corn shoot going on at a club team event. 2 camera shoot going. Wow, that's crazy. Huh. I think I want to try to go up to St. Clair next year. The guy I bought my boat from said he'd give me all the waypoints I need. So it's good to know my boat's been on St. Clair before. All right. Dude, that Delta Red is a sleeper color. I'm just going to straight up Trey McKinney and start calling people for what points. All right. 5XD. Chartreuse Blackback 5XD. Dude, I'd love to come. I'd love to come fish with Rich. I'd like to come fish the St. Jude's. That looks like a fun derby. I'm trying to talk to a couple different people. See if I can get something lined up to go up there. The fundraising for that event, no problem. I can get the funds raised to get us qualified. No, but I know some guys that catch them on it. I'd lo- I just want to go up there and have fun. I want to do some straight up frogging, like a frog challenge. Here we go. Citrus shad. I don't think this is I'm just missing a head. Here we go. It was missing an eye. Ooh, here we go. Tennessee shad 5XD. Tennessee shad 5XD. No, sir, I'm not fishing this, bro. Man, Sergeant Stoogie, any balsa. Well, if I got over 100 people tonight, I was going to give away a balsa, but not tonight. But next Sunday night, I'm going to have jawjacker flat sides. Start them at $1, straight from Rob Cochran. Well, not they are jawjacker flat sides, brand new ones. I'm going to have all that OG stuff that I found, top waters, some Bagleys, other stuff like that. We're going to have a big show next Sunday night too. So. Next Sunday, actually, I'll be honest, Stoogie, I made the wrong thumbnail for this week. All that stuff that was in the thumbnail to this show, that'll be in there. I'm not so sure I don't have an Al Doss bait. Kind of going to keep that in myself. We may have put a little PD up there. All right. What I'm trying to find different colors. Oh, here we go. How about a root beer? A root beer series 5. This is not a 5XD. This is a series 5, I believe. Yeah, no XD markings on the bill. Root beer. Here we go. So I don't believe they made root beer in this 5XD. Let me find a 5XD and check the bills out. Nah, I think it's series 5. Dickie M. Sears. It's got a different rattle to it. Listen to that. Versus interesting. See, that's stuff I like to pick up on baits. The rattles, all that. Do me a favor, guys, too. Go to my YouTube channel, it's the Baitman TV. If you want to learn about swim baits, go check out that video. Listen to it on a drive, when you're on the toilet, listen in your boat. I need to get my YouTube picked back up. 6XD Tennessee shad. Here we go. You ever throw a depth slither K DT? I've had a lot of guys asking me about that. I like it. It doesn't hold up very well, but thank you, Jeremiah. It's a good one. When you starting a podcast, but I've already had, I don't know if it's really a podcast. The Bateman Live deal. It's more. People always call it a podcast. It's really just a YouTube stream. But I've got an idea. I'd like to do the same thing and just do a straight podcast. And I've got the perfect name. I'm just gonna call it the Baitcast. Is that not the best name ever? The Baitcast. Come on. Oh yeah. This. Let me check something out here. Strike King. This is not a 6XD. This is not a 6XD. This is a Series 6. So 6XD in my left hand, Series 6 over here. This one only runs about 12 foot. I asked Mark Menendez, we were filming a show about a month ago. Yes. And I said, hey, Mark, why haven't we filmed with the Series 6? And he turns to me and goes, we don't talk about the Series 6. And I go, okay, that's all I need to know. So here you go, Series 6 in root beer. Got the same body as a 6XD, a little flatter bill. It's not as wide. Runs about 12, 13 foot. Dicky DT. I never could figure out why they didn't do like a root beer. Got any Series 5? I might, Jeff. May. Not sure. But yes, a kid, that's what I'm looking for. I would like to do a offline podcast and call it the Baitcast. And so maybe I just want to do a video over Buckeye lures and have someone from Buckeye, and that's all we talk about. Or maybe I have Art Defoe on, and very bait oriented, um, stuff like that. Just another form of media, but this one's nothing on YouTube. It's just like tackle talk, um, and kind of talk about some things happening in the world. All right. Natural Shad 6XD. Natural Shad 6XD. Yeah, everybody likes Hellabass likes that flapping frog. Natural Shad 6. Ooh, damn. Okay. Thank you, Kidder. And my dogs are going wild. That Natural Shad's a good color. All right. Ooh. How about some? Looky here. Here's a custom painted DD22. Oh yeah, that's a good looking set. I'm going to be honest. I think Jeff Defew painted that. I know the guy. This stuff was friends with me and Jeff. I think this is a Jeff Defew paint job. Yeah, actually, if I got Scott Martin on, I would probably talk to him about the no info rule and his thoughts. I'm about 100% sure. I think he painted them up for Jeff Evans. I remember, dude. That purple, that's nice. Hey, we got Ray's Baits rating with the Party 11. Thank you so much, Ray's Baits. Guys, I ain't got much battery left. There's another custom painted DD22 Chartreuse Powder Blue. Uh, this is an older bait. It's got a little bit of, I don't know if it's glitter. It's got some glitter in here too. I mean, it's not in perfect shape, but it was painted really good. Yeah, dog. I actually like Scott. I shouldn't have said that. He's been pretty good to me. Thank you. Made a first purchase. All right. I'm going to send you a one-eyed 5XD in there. How about that? I think all that could have been handled a whole lot better, both parties. And I don't know. Like, I have no personal problem with Scott. I think he's genuinely a decent dude. Do I think he's had some help? Oh, absolutely. But let's be honest, who has not? There's very few anglers out there. Yeah, B Lat's a pretty good dude. We've actually talked about it. We've actually talked about it. Like myths. He's really good about myth busting in fishing. B Lat's like a less is more guy. I would agree, Bubba. And I look, dog, I ain't saying I'd be a cheater. But if I had the opportunity to get information and not violate a rule, oh, I'd do it. It wouldn't. Is Bait Jr. taller than B Lat? No. Get to get Ed Geddes wouldn't be bad. I like Ed Geddes. I had Brent Anderson on before. I've already had Robert G on. Hype man, you can go back to my YouTube channel and go look from last year. I did one with Robert G about this time last year. It was a pretty popular one, actually. I learned about a lot about him. All right. See what else we got up cooking in the bait box here. Oh. Hmm. I'm trying to find some different stuff, guys. Here's an 8XD. Here's a Spro. That one's beat up. Oh, Duo Realis. Here we go. All right. These Academy cranks look good. All right. I don't think this is a DD22. I think it's a repaint. Bubba, I don't have any flat size right now. DD22. I don't think that's a repaint. I just think it's a little faded. Old school DD22. Philip takes it down for $2. Good deal, Philip. All right, y'all about ready for a 2-for-1? We got 62 people on here. Yeah, dude, Brent does love the snakes. He loves sports cards too. I'm cool, Brent. I would love to take Brent fishing. We've never fished together, actually. I need to get back. I did a cool video over there at the tackle store that sponsors him, and my camera or my cell phone ran out of memory, and I went to edit and it was missing half the stuff, and I feel really bad. I need to make that up to him. So, um, Harpeth River, awesome store. Here we go. 2 Academy Deep Divers. That's like a summer sexy shad. Man, that's a sick color. And then here's a Chartreuse Black back. 2 HTO Express Deep Divers. Do I have any stripper lures? I don't have any strapper lures. Yes, I do need to go see Joanne, DT. Really need to do that. Yeah, man, he seemed like an awesome dude. Like, got so much stuff packed into that little store. Seemed like an awesome dude. I like supporting the small businesses. Obviously, I'm affiliated with Tackle Warehouse. Love Tackle Warehouse. But I still try to buy stuff from the little guys too. All right, 8XD and Sexy Shad. 8XD, Sexy Shad. There you go. 8XD and Sexy Shad. See what else I've got in here. Oh, snap. Big old 6 cents gonna load up in here. Thank you, M. Sears. DT, did you watch any of the Iron Man last night from I-55? My boy Sheldon choke jobbed it. I think he's too worried about wrecking because he's been in the lead a couple times the last month or so and spun out in the lead. And I think he didn't stay on the. He's a gasser and he didn't stay on the gas. All right, here we go. Duo Realis. Here's a good deep crank. G87 15A Chartreuse Black back. This isn't in the KO. This is a real duo right here. GA7. 10 seconds. Think M. Sears is loading up tonight, boys. Yep, I bought me a couple Rico shirts. I think Rico's cool as heck. And the fact that Whiskey Myers sponsors Lee Livesey and Rico. Have I ever heard of a balsa bait maker named Jay Dunn? I have not. I have not. That's one I've never heard of. So I had to get me a couple Rico shirts. All right, just a couple more left. Here we go. This is a second hand. It's got a little scratch on the bill. This is a 6 cents. I believe this is a C20. Double check on that. That's a 15. Yeah, C20. Shad Sense. This is a great clear watercolor. I've caught them on this. It's one color I throw quite a bit. Here we go. 6 cents C20. It's a big crankbait. So kind of in between an 8XD and a 10XD in body size. I think all. Damn, y'all hear my damn dog. All right, just a few more baits. I was going to get to 100 tonight. I might be a little bit short. Here's another one of those chartreuse purple DD22s. You're going to have to put a hook and split ring on it. Look, see that glitter in there? Flat. Man, old Deefy could paint. Here we go. Yeah, the 6 cents version of the Hybrid Hunter is really good. The Strike King one is the Strike Pro mold. So, man, dude's racking up on the deep divers tonight. All right. Anything else you guys want other than deep divers? Feel like different variety of stuff maybe? Should we do some red eye shads or anything before we go? All right, last crankbait here. Here's a Spro Little John DD nasty shad. Anything 6 cents, Bryce, unless it's secondhand. Thank you, Hunter. Man, Spros are 14, 15 bucks now. Unreal. All right, let's see what else I got we can run. If they ever discontinue the swank, I'm buying them out. I don't think you have to worry about it. I like the smaller swank quite a bit. This is like one of my favorite baits right now. The flat F4, that's one I throw in the spring. I have crushed them on this exact color of this bait. I love that. That Milliken crawl, flat F4, I jack them on that thing. All right. Let's see what else I got down here. I'm kind of big crankbaited out for the moment. All right, here's some red eye shads and some lipless we can run. Be our last few auctions here. Oh, there you go. Booyah. I'm gonna run. Ooh, these rattle traps are sick. I'll run some red eye shads. Make sure these aren't swollen up. All right. Let's run these. All right. 3 red eye shads. We got a chartreuse sexy shad, a chrome sexy shad, and then DB crawl. And it 3 in 10 seconds. Here we go. All 3. They're going right now. All 3. All 3 red eye shads. All half ounce. Chartreuse sexy shad, chrome, DB crawl. Appreciate it. Like $2, $2.50 a piece right there. Throw some of that old stuff since we're close to the end. I gotta keep it separated. This is somebody I've been selling this lot for a month now or more on consignment. All right, check out these rattle traps. Dude, I love this color. This must be an OG color. Maybe Jason would be able to. It's almost like a blue glimmer. Actually, these were custom painted. This one says BER on it. BER. I don't know, but here's two. They're very similar. Got this one and this one right here. They're both half-ounce traps. Here we go. Yeah, dude, these are freaking sexy. Here we go. 2 for 1. Kind of like a blue ghost blue. Dude, this is freaking fall color blue gizzard almost. Thank you, D Mart. I'm about out of bags. Neely? She needs to be in her room. She's grounded. Okay. All right. 1/4 ounce traps. Look at this. These are sexy too. They're like a pearl. I don't have no trash pandas or no jitterbugs tonight. Kind of like a pearl blue and a purple back. 1/4 ounce ones. Here we go. Pearl blue. Kind of like a royal shad, but not. Not quite royal shad. Somebody tried to make looks good though in a 1/4 ounce. Thank you, D Mart. All right. 2 more auctions, and then we're gonna do a great buyers giveaway. A great buyers giveaway. Neely says hi. She's grounded. So heard that. All right. Speaking of Royal Shad, here's a Booyah One Knocker and Royal Shad. Booyah One Knocker, not Excalibur, but the Booyah One Knocker Royal Shad, which is a great color in itself. Thank you, Tom. All right, fixing to have our last chance to get in on the buyers giveaway tonight. I've still got a ton of stuff to sell here. All right. Here's a Berkeley Frenzy, and I think they call this Mud Crawl Aruku 75. It's the bigger Aruku shad. Love the Aruku. Here we go. Both of them together. Number 100. Neely says, I feel better. She's trying to get out of being grounded. She had a little temper tantrum today. Thank you, M Sears. That was number 100. Next week, we're going to start earlier because I have a ton of baits to get through. I'm going to have some Lucky Craft, some BDS3, BDS4s, Gerald Swindle, all the stuff in my YouTube video, all the hard baits, minus the wiggle warts. I might even throw a couple in there. I did find a DT6 in Mardi Gras, by the way. It'll be next Sunday. I'll schedule it up in Balsa Baits. Probably a 4-hour deal. So you guys work some overtime. Let's put together a buyer's giveaway. Put together a buyer's giveaway. Where's my bag I just had a while ago? Yeah, buyer's giveaway. So if you guys bought anything, don't go away. Bait 1, MR6 in the package. It's a great color. I hate to tear this up, but damn, MR12 in the package. Here we go. Football jig. Buckeye. Football jig. That's half ounce. Half ounce football jig from Buckeye. We got here. Let's not do that one. Let's something guys can eat. Here we go. A flat top finesse jig. Great color. Some 3-inch floating Ned Cincos. And let's get one more thing here. Oh, I know you guys will like this. A mini mop jig. So that's the first part of the buyer's giveaway. Let me go get a couple things from 6 cents. All right. Here we go. So the new Mag Busa. This color is PB and J Pro. Some Panorama 2.8s in that Gizzard shed. Some Divine Shaky Worms. And I tell you what, I'm gonna throw else I'll throw in there. These would be great on the Mag Busa. Here's some Hog Farmer Magnum Shaky Heads. These are sweet. These have got a 8/0 hook. So you can use these big 10, 12-inch worms. They work good on that Busa. So that's that's a haul for somebody. So we're gonna run this last giveaway. So if you bought something, go ahead. This is open to every buyer tonight. So we've got 1, 2, 3 Buckeye jigs, some Yamamoto soft plastic, a couple MR6s, Hog Farmer heads, Divine Shaky Worm Green Pumpkin Burst. Send me a message. Send me a message, Timothy. We're still gonna load you up, okay? Some panoramas, mag boosters. Send me a DM here on Whatnot, and I'll get you taken care of, okay? Send me a DM with your address. I'm gonna throw some stuff in there. We're gonna get you taken care of, okay? All I ask for, if you got social media, just make a post and say thank those companies and thanks Baitman. That's all I need. So let's give away. We'll keep letting it, not letting you. You had to have bought something. If you this is a buyer appreciation post, appreciation giveaway. So if you didn't buy anything, uh, you can still enter, but you got to fill out a form. So I don't know how many different buyers we had tonight. So Brad, you bought something, you enter that giveaway. Um, I usually do 3 follower giveaways in the night, and then at the end I do a buyer appreciation giveaway. So uh, I appreciate all the guys joining in, spending money every week. So send me your address, Timothy. That's the only way I can get you hooked up. Okay. Send me your address, and I'll put you a box of stuff in there. I bought one just a minute ago. You gave me the one-eyed lure. Okay. See if I don't know why it wouldn't let you enter it. That's weird. It's really weird. Huh. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll just throw an extra in there. Go out and close and come back in. Okay. Leave and come back to the live. You want to buy some 6 cents lures? Luke, I got a good idea for you. 6centsfishing.com. Put anything you want in your cart. Use the code Baitman. You're going to get 10% off your order. That is the best way to order 6 cents fishing lures or go to your local dealer. Yep. I got a discount code, 10%. Works on everything unless it's like already on clearance. It does work on some rods. Do I work for them? I am one of their, I guess they call it pro staff. I don't like using that term, but uh, yeah, I'm on their team, I guess, 6 cents team. Been with golly since 2018, so almost 7 years now. Like one of the OGs. Yeah, I wish I got paid Big Daddy money, Bailey Bass. They do take care of me though. I will say that they've done a really good job. If I call them, it's like the other day, I said, "Man, I really need some mag boosters in a certain color." And ribbon tail, they freaking poured them. So we're out too. So they took care of me. And they send me plenty of product. That's why I don't sell it. And I always tell them, hey guys, I like to use it to do giveaways, and they send me a little extra. And I've obviously ordered way too much at times for myself. I find a bait I like, I order a lot of it. I think we're all guilty of that. This is a really good shaky head, by the way. The new Masterclass shaky head. It's got a 2/0 hook. This is 3/16. This is great. Have you ever met Ben Milliken? Yeah, man. You bet. I knew Ben Milliken before I was affiliated with 6 Cents, and Ben's part of the reason I got hooked up. I wonder if that isn't an old school ringworm color. I don't think so. The Plum Dawn isn't, but I told them to try to match that plum ringer as much as they could, so that there's plum bug is very close. That red, it's on point. I love the ringworm. I still got, I think I counted 46 packs. And then I found 100 of them randomly the other day at a yard sale. Bought them up. But I got backups to my backups, and I really do like the boozer ringtail. I catch them on it. I said, make this, but don't knock it off. I found one yesterday. I thought was going to be the deal. The first bait I found was a DT6 in Mardi Gras, and no, we need a pink and white draw swim bait. I think we got enough colors to be honest with you. All right, giveaway winner is S. Oliver 1912. Thank you so much. We'll load that up with all your other stuff. You'll have a nice big box coming to you. I would like to see a 13-inch mag booster ribbon tail. So hilarious. Do I ever find any Strike King Diamondback soft plastic worms? I have not found any of those lately, but when I go through all these soft plastics I got from this guy on Marketplace, who knows? I do know there's jelly worms and auger tail worms. What do I know about flipping a mag 2 in the bushes in summer? I'm not a worm flipper. I know Dan Moorhead likes to flip a worm, but dude, we ain't got no water in the bushes. They done dropped all the water out of Kentucky Lake. It's dropping by the week. So, but guys, join me next Sunday. Balsa baits, old school vintage topwater, whopper ploppers, crankbaits. Uh, it's going to be out there. Probably even throw up a few wiggle words. So, guys, you guys have a wonderful evening. I'll see you next Sunday. We'll go raid somebody. If you still want to hang out here, y'all can go hang out with JD's Fishing.